Elon Musk had a black eye the last time he was in the Oval Office, and it turns out, according to Steve Bannon, that he also had a physical altercation with one of Trump's cabinet officials. More on that in just a moment. I also have a video of Elon Musk, a new video of Elon Musk, tripping balls, literally just completely out of his mind. But first, what I want to do is go back to a story we covered a couple of days ago where Senator Joanie Ernst said this.
So, people are not, well, we all are going to die. So,
absolutely disgusting that she said that. We're all going to die. She is making a decision to purposefully take people off of SNAP and Medicaid, and it will kill people. And her response is, well, you're going to die eventually. Who cares if it's a little bit sooner, as long as we can give tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires. But what is even worse is Joanie Ernst actually came out with an apology video, and it went even, I feel like it went even more viral than her original comment. And I promise you, when you watch this apology video, you have absolutely no idea where it's heading. And try to see if you can notice where she's actually filming it. Watch.
Hello, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely apologize for a statement that I made yesterday at my town hall. I was in the process of answering a question that had been asked by an audience member when a woman who was extremely distraught screamed out from the back corner of the auditorium, "People are going to die." And I made an incorrect assumption that everyone in the auditorium understood that, yes, we are all going to perish from this earth. So I apologize. And I'm really, really glad that I did not have to bring up the subject of the tooth fairy as well. But for those that would like to see eternal and everlasting life, I encourage you to embrace my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
It's actually, I watched it before, I was watching it again, and it's still shocking. It is absolutely shocking. And I have to say, it takes real talent. That takes real talent to turn what was a really bad, she could have said she misspoke, whatever. To take that and to turn it into that, where she's mocking people for being outraged that she is saying that people will just die from its casualties to her own policies, and then saying, well, I mean, it's just absolutely outrageous. It's outrageous. And I have to remind you all, Joanie Ernst is up for election next year. So maybe let's keep that in mind, because I think we could actually do something about this. Let's show her that you can't run your mouth like this, attack your constituents, attack the poor and the needy without getting some consequences. That's what I think should happen. I mean, I also have some folks responding to this in real time, saying that when a Republican woman claiming to be a Christian gets in front of a camera, you just know that you're about to hear the most un-Christ-like thing you've heard to date. I have to ask Christian. I'm not a Christian. I have to ask Christians. Do you claim her? Do you claim Joanie Ernst? It seems completely un-Christ-like to me as a non-Christian. I debated whether or not to show you this clip, but I think it's funny. This is Joanie Ernst apologizing for telling poor people to die.
Woo! Everybody get out! Get up! Is you watching, bro? She's popping that shit for you, bro. We fucking love you.
All right, I mean, if you didn't catch it, she actually did that statement in a cemetery. Yeah, so she was 100% trolling on top of trolling and thinking that this is not a big deal at all, that she is just saying that folks are going to die. And I think it's a funny meme. I think it's funny. Okay, so let's go into this main report. But before I get into that, I want to show you this video that just came out yesterday where Elon Musk is tripping balls. Now, in the Oval Office, he was doing the exact same thing. And this is the same movement here. He is clearly on something. Watch this.
So we're about to see Flight 9 here. So give me a rundown. Like right now, we're T-minus
Oh
4.5
my
hours what's
God.
going through your head right now?
I have a lot going through my head, actually.
So we're
Yeah, he's got a lot going through his mind. He's got a lot going through his body. Now, in a report from the New York Times that alleged all of his drug abuse, it actually said that he has bladder issues. I thought that meant that he just couldn't pee. It turns out what it means is he is peeing the bed. This is the richest man in the world takes so many drugs that he trips out in real time in interviews and pees
about to
himself.
see Flight 9 here. So give me a rundown. Like right now, we're T-minus 4.5 hours.
It's wild. It's wild. Anyone that's ever had to take a drug test to get a 9-to-5 job that pays minimum wage, what does this make you feel like? That the richest man in the world can just be acting like this with absolutely zero consequences? I actually am more of a libertarian when it comes to drug use. I think we probably should not make it so illegal that it penalizes people. But obviously, like, I think it's just not a great look to be doing recreational drugs when you're on the clock, personally. All right, and let's get into this report. So Steve Bannon is alleging that Elon Musk and Scott Bessent had a physical confrontation. This came out yesterday. So as you saw, Elon Musk had a black eye in the Oval Office yesterday. Now, we're not sure why that happened. He said it's because his son punched him. I don't believe that. Others are saying it's because he has taken Stephen Miller's wife and Stephen Miller punched him poorly in the face. Others are saying that it's the drug abuse and he probably fell down when tripping out. Regardless, this isn't the first time he's had a physical altercation in the White House, believe it or not. And here's what Steve Bannon had to say. It is juicy. According to Bannon, Bessent confronted Musk over his sweeping but unfulfilled promises to deliver $1 trillion in budget cuts. Scott Bessent called him out and said, "You promised us $1 trillion in cuts, and now you're at like $100 billion. Nobody can find any savings. What are you doing?" Bannon recounted. And that's when Elon got physical. It's a sore subject with him. It wasn't an argument. It was a physical confrontation. Elon shoved Scott Bessent. According to Bannon, the clash occurred as Musk and Bessent moved from the Oval Office to outside of Chief of Staff Susie Wiles' office, and then past the office of the National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Trump 100% sided with Bessent after the clash, Bannon added. "I don't think Bessent has any bad blood, but he's got a job to do, and he's going to do it." Now, there are so many specifics in this story that it makes it really hard to believe for me that this would be a lie. There are a lot of different, it's just a little too specific for this to just be something made up. And I don't think Steve Bannon would lie about this for no reason. And the White House response to this, honestly, made me feel like this is 100% true. It goes on to say that Musk's status in Trump's orbit also diminished after the March leak, that he was slated for top secret military briefings on China, which Trump abruptly canceled. Bannon noted the president backed Bessent, just like the president didn't allow the briefing on China, adding, "People in the administration, the White House, realized he didn't have any idea what he's doing. They cauterized the damage." And he goes on to say, that's the inflection point you see. Elon all changed from that moment. So the moment that Elon Musk pushed Bessent and he tried to get these private briefings, the Trump administration was like, we got to get this crazy drug addict out of here. Is anyone trying to talk to Elon now? No, because he didn't deliver. Bannon goes on to say the political class on Capitol Hill willingly got behind a Pied Piper and wasted 5 months. He blames the people of Congress for this. They wanted to have a fairy godmother come in and wave a magic wand and say it's all fraud and get them off the hook. Particularly Speaker Johnson. They didn't invite Musk to the Capitol because they think he's politically radioactive, and they all lined up and didn't do the work on these bills. There's no cuts. So Elon Musk was like, we're going to cut so much, and that's why they're spending so much, and now they're spending a lot, and Elon Musk didn't cut anything. Well, I guess this is what happens when you have someone in office. Well, I guess this is what happens when you have someone who comes into the government, has absolutely no idea what they're doing, has apparently a huge drug problem, and promises you the world and delivers you nothing. This is just symptomatic of the Trump administration and Trump's management style and the types of people that Trump brings on board. He'll bring on anyone that makes him feel good, and the second that they don't deliver, he cuts them out. But it's clear that Republicans are floundering between Joanie Ernst saying what she did about SNAP and Medicaid, the fact that this bill pushes the debt further than anyone could have imagined, that Elon Musk is coming out bruised from government, literally bruised. It couldn't be clearer that Republicans really just don't know how to govern at all. They just know how to troll. And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, who I'm now calling Caroline Leavitt, told the Daily Mail this about everything that Steve Bannon alleged. Quote, "It's no secret President Trump has put together a team of people who are incredibly passionate about the issues impacting our country. Disagreements are a normal part of any healthy policy process, and ultimately, everyone knows they serve at the pleasure of President Trump." So that is not a denial. In fact, she's basically saying disagreements happen. She's saying this should happen. That is what this means. She's saying, yeah, it happened, but you know what? These are just people who are really passionate about what they believe in. Well, being passionate about what you believe in is fine. Shoving, I'm not sure about that. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please hit like in the video. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.